Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome into Mornings with Loretta. And today I am so thrilled and excited to have Amina Stevens, realtor extraordinaire and host of OWN TV's First Time Buyers Club, which many years ago I became a member and excited about sharing some tips and tricks that can help you become your first time buying a home. I'm so excited about this subject, and she is really the person for the game of today. So, welcome in.
Hi, thank you for having me.
So, how did you go from educator to being a real estate agent to now hosting First Time Buyers Club on Oprah Winfrey's network? I want to hear the story.
Wow, I mean, it's definitely been a story, but I was a teacher teaching 8th, 10th, and 12th grade English. And when I was primarily teaching seniors, I started to get this overwhelming feeling like maybe the education system wasn't for me. And I was encouraging them to follow their dreams. And I felt like I wasn't fully pursuing my own. So I had to start thinking about how I could maintain my love and my passion for education, but maybe do so in a different industry. And that's what I thought about what I now know to be real estate, which is funny because back then I didn't even know to call it real estate. Yeah, but I knew that I loved watching HGTV, and growing up, I loved all the house shows and things like that. And I realized I don't really know anything about this. So I started learning more about what I now know to be real estate. And I realized, wow, if I don't know anything about this, other people in my community probably don't. I didn't grow up in homes. Many people that I know don't own a home. So why don't I educate myself on all things real estate and bring my education self into the industry and be able to have like a full circle moment where I have a career that I love and I can still be an educator
And help people every day. So, what inspired the concept of, like you said, if you didn't know, other people didn't know, and I didn't know. So, how did it, and how does that reflect your personal approach to working with home buyers? Since you didn't, are you assuming they don't know anything, or are you taking them at their own pace? How does the whole show work with? Because everybody's from different stages in life, right? That you're helping. So, what's your approach to helping everybody?
Awesome. Well, I definitely think that my approach is an educational approach first. So regardless of what situation someone is in, there typically is a way that as a real estate expert, I can help educate them through the process. So as you'll see on the show, I usually start by having a consultation with each client where I can identify their wants and needs, and we can come up with a game plan to help them out. Because the reality is that some people think that because they own a home or two, that they are a real estate expert, but there's so many different variables to real estate: location, price, the market. That depending on the market, things can change. So I always tell people like, hey, maybe you bought even 5 homes in your lifetime. It's like, I can sell. Sometimes I've sold over 5 homes in a month. So I think that the experience level is just completely different, and I definitely think I'm able to educate each client depending on their specific needs. But it
That
starts with that consultation.
I love this. So you have all new episodes that start on Friday, September 13th on the OWN network. And so moving from your other, how are you feeling now as opposed to when you first got started? Has anything changed within you or your the way that you're able to help your clients more? Because if you're selling that many houses, and I can only imagine how being on a show talking about real estate and home buying, you're probably really you have an edge. So how has it changed from your first series episode to now to the new ones?
Wow. So I would say the first season, we actually, we cast very quickly. It was like we had been working on this. It's a long story, but basically this all started back in 2019. But the last season didn't air until December of 2023. So it was like a hurry up and then a wait and then all of a sudden it's like film the season, go 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 go. So we took these stories and we took these people and we made it work, right? But I would say season two, we had a little bit more time to cast. People knew what to expect. It was a little bit easier to encourage people to join the show and be on the cast, because even my clients, right? Because they knew, okay, it's not some foreign concept. I know what I'm signing up for. So I would say that we have the first season, there were a lot of people that were really like on the path. And some people, made it into the home at the end and the time allotted. And then some people had a little bit of a dot, dot, dot. And I feel like this season, we have a lot more kind of full circle. You get to see everything that happened and get to see more people get those keys. But what's interesting is that there are so many different dynamics and relationships on the show that are explored. Like instead of just having, single girl or single guy, it's like we have a couple of mother and daughter purchases. We have military family purchases. Like there's a lot of different archetypes you're going to be able to see on this show, season 2, and how they all kind of made it through to the end. So I'm really excited about that development.
I can't wait to watch it. I really cannot. So what's the biggest takeaway that you hope viewers will get from watching First Time Buyers Club on the OWN network? In your personal opinion, what do you want us to take away?
I might sound like a broken record, and some people might say it's salesy, but I believe this to the core of me. Hire a great, resourceful, knowledgeable real estate agent that is going to advocate for your best interests, not for their best pockets or best dollar, not to advocate for you to get a home no matter what. If you look on season 1, we had some people that could buy and decided, you know what, I don't think it's the right time after they went through the process. So get a realtor that's going to educate you throughout the process and really advocate for you. Because if you can do that, then you can overcome any challenge or hurdle that you're going to experience in the process. And more importantly, you're going to ultimately get to the right fit.
I absolutely agree with you wholeheartedly. You can go pick out your house and you can know how you want it to look. You can know the neighborhood, but your real estate agent is like the secret sauce to home buying. Whether it's your fifth house or your sixth or your first, your real estate agent is the secret sauce. So make sure you have somebody who's knowledgeable, who's compassionate, and who will do the work. And because you can go look at houses all day long yourself on Zillow, you can do all that stuff, but don't trust it. And please be aware that pictures are sometimes from 10 years ago for these houses, but your real estate agent, somebody who's really tracking, they know which houses to take you to based on what you told them. So I'm real excited about this, Amina. You got to come back because I want to give some more tips. And I think everybody should own a home, whether you live in it, you're renting it, you're flipping or what. I think everybody should go through that process. It's not as scary as people think. And I think your show is really going to help them overcome those fears. Tell them when they can watch it. And that's my last thing, because I know we both got to go. How can they watch the show and what time?
Listen, you got me happy about watching the show. But I would say you can watch it Fridays at 8/7 Central on the OWN network.
I am so excited for you. And obviously they have the right person for this job in this time in this season. So you have a new fan. I will be tuning in to watch, and I hope you'll come back on the show. Okay.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. So she has to go. I have to go. I know you have to go too, but please tune in to the Oprah Winfrey Network and catch First Time Home Buyers Club. It is an amazing show filled with not just excitement and watching other people purchase their homes and seeing their journey, but she is giving tips and tricks and secrets that even the person who says, well, I only make 40,000 or 20,000, you can purchase a home. It may not be your dream home. Don't worry about the dream home. Just get a home for now. Just go through that process. Get what you can afford. You can always sell it. You can always rent it. You can always make those, designs you want, those repairs you want to the home that you can afford. Don't be home heavy and then not have room for anything else. But that's my time for this segment. Guess what? What you got to do? Think positive, dream big dreams, help someone along the way. And guess what, everybody? I will see you soon. Bye-bye. Make it a great day.